Alright, guess that's all done. What's happening at the Wolf Manor? Francisca, how are you? We actually have 2 episodes there, too. Wow.
Oh, having spring come would be wonderful. Let me see. I'd like to go out on a picnic. We take our lunches, go to a flower field, and then lay out a picnic sheet under the sun. We'd talk until the sun went down. I'm sure it would be fun.
She doesn't seem to have any trouble imagining sun and flowers and things. Suspicious. Levi? Levi! I called out Levi's name as I entered the living room of the manor. It was quiet in here, with not a person in sight. I could hear the crackling of the fire burning in the fireplace. Levi? I called out his name, but received no answer. There were flowers scattered across the table, with Levi's face buried in them as he sat. I crept closer, wondering if he was asleep, but he was so quiet it made me worried. Levi? Are you asleep? I touched his shoulder, but I received no response. Levi, are you okay? I peered into his face, and in the next moment, Levi jumped up. Boom! Whoa! Rude! I took 3 steps back as Levi cackled with glee. Ha ha! Did I scare you? Yes, you did! I thought you were dead! No way I'd be dead. I was just resting because I was tired. Tired? I heard from Francisca that you had the day off today. It is my day off, but these flowers... I was so focused on Levi that I didn't notice the fabric flower petals strewed about on the table. Oh, that's pretty. What are these? Fabric petals? Yeah. I was sewing them together to make them into the shape of a flower. A flower? Why would you make fabric flowers? Oh, I get it. Considering the season, I understood why there would be flowers of different colors. Yeah, they're decorations for the festival. Mother told me to make them. I see. I can understand why they're needed, but why did she give the task to you? You've never sewn anything before. Well... His bitter expression was followed by silence. I kind of understood what was going on. Is this punishment for something again? I won't make excuses this time. I know I was at fault. He said that with a meek expression, so I sat down at the table to hear him out. I was partying with friends 2 nights ago and drank more than usual. Like, a lot more. I don't know when I returned home, but I have no recollection of it. When I woke up, it was already morning. I mean, noon. Okay. I had this splitting headache and opened the door, only to find Mother with this fiercely angry face. When I saw her, I realized that it was the day I was supposed to go on morning patrol. Meaning, you overslept and skipped out on work. Yeah. Then you are at fault. That's what I said! I was a bit stunned at this and heaved a sigh. You made it sound like a big thing, so I wondered what was going on. But it was just your usual shenanigans. I'm feeling down right now. I wish you could have seen Mother's face then. You're the only one who can make Francisca that mad. She probably woke you up, but you went back to sleep again. I don't remember, but Mother definitely would have come to wake me up. I thought so. She gets mad when you don't come down for breakfast. I did not expect to have to sew as punishment. Let me see. How far did you get? Levi quietly showed me the needle and thread in his hand. The thread went through some distorted piece of fabric. It looked like... Ouch. Is this trash? It's not trash! It's a flower! Sorry. But I don't get it. All of the cloth is cut uniformly, so how did it end up like this? I didn't know where the needle was supposed to go, so I kept having to redo it over and over. After a while, the fabric got messed up. I still don't get how you did this. Let me borrow a needle and thread. I took a needle and thread out of Francisca's sewing box and started sewing the edges of the flower petals. She's so efficient at it. I was able to finish one in less than a minute. Damn. Is this how you want it to be like? Whoa! You're amazing! You never sew anything, so this would be hard if it's your first time. Yeah, I know. And look at how many I have to do. This is torture. There was a great amount of flower petals on the table, as Levi said. But if you sewed them together, it wouldn't be that unreasonable. Oh, fine. I'll help, but you owe me for this. I was waiting for you to offer. I'll be your cheerleader. You're doing it too. Are you sure you're sorry for what you did? I am. Sure I am. Oh, fine. I'll do it. He didn't appear to be sorry at all, but Levi and I resumed making the fabric flowers. I wanted to do more of my investigations, but taking a break once in a while shouldn't be bad. I've always sewn things, so I was good at it. I kind of liked the slow and steady work of completing something like this. I looked over the table one more time. If all of these are turned into flowers, I'm sure it'll look beautiful. Red, blue, yellow, green, purple, pink, magenta. Sewing together the different flower petals into one would make a cute little flower. I think they'll be turned into wreaths. Oh, and necklaces or flower crowns for the children. They should have made them bigger. Oh, I see. That'll be nice. Real pretty and cute. You and Mother seem to have the same tastes. I really envy that. We talked about things like that while working on the flowers. Levi's sewing was still terrible, but with a little tutoring, he got to a level that was presentable. His speed was excruciatingly slow, so I ended up making most of them. Looks like we're mostly done. See? If you line them up, don't they look nice? I see. So that's how it looks. I only made 2 flowers. Don't rush it, and just focus on making it look good. Come on, focus. I'm not good with working on detailed stuff like sewing. I'm more up for physical work, you know. I understand. But this was a punishment from Francisca. Of course it'd be something you weren't good at. It's not like I overslept on purpose. Possibly from being unable to sew well, Levi started to feel even more dejected. I know that, but you have to do your job right no matter the situation. You knew this would happen the moment you got drunk. Yeah, exactly. You may not have overslept on purpose, but you did get blackout drunk the night before you had a morning shift, so you kinda did it on purpose. You really do sound like Mother. Always making the right arguments. Yeah, you're right. But it reminds me of so many things. Levi mumbled to himself and threw a flower he completed. He leaned back on his chair, touching his choker with his left hand. Maybe Mother doesn't care about me. I doubted my ears when he said that. It was the first time Levi said something like that, and I knew for a fact that it was untrue. That's why she always... I could have laughed it off, saying it was childish of him to say that, but... if she didn't care about you, she wouldn't get mad. I guess so. I think I went too far with that. What's with him? He's being much gloomier than usual. Levi had an optimistic and carefree side to him that Francisca always got mad about. But that was just how cheerful he was. It was always Levi that livened up the crowd. It wasn't that I had never seen him feel down before. It's not because he was yelled at. It must be for another reason. But in times like these, he would never say the reason, no matter how much I asked.
Levi.
Sorry. Let's continue. Not like I'm making any progress.
Levi reluctantly resumed making the flowers. The way he worked felt so lifeless, and the atmosphere remained heavy. I'd already finished about 40 flowers. Looking at the overall quantity, we were about half done. What's wrong? Did something happen? Was that what I should have asked? No, that wasn't it. In times like these... I just thought of something, so I stood up from my seat. I gathered the flowers and flower petals on the table and threw them up in the air. Ooh, pretty! There! Red, green, and white colors danced like the snow falling over our heads. Awesome! I knew this would look really cool.
Hey, what are you doing? You just made a mess!
Didn't that look like confetti? Did you see that? Let's try again. There! Yeah? Before he could respond, I scattered the flowers once more. See? It's pretty, huh?
Well, I guess so.
The petals dropped to the table one after the other. It was a bit sad once it was over, but the table was decorated so beautifully.
Jeez, look at you scattering all of them. If Mother sees this, she'll get mad again.
Levi chided me affectionately as he returned to work. Hearing that relieved me just a bit. I'll just deal with that when it happens. I'll listen to my lecture with you then.
I see. Well, thanks.
No, it's nothing you need to thank me for. Wait, Levi. You have a flower decoration in your hair. Aww. That is beautiful. What a wholesome CG. I love it. I burst out laughing while saying that. The flower landed right on top, making it look like a flower was sprouting from his head.
Oh, this? Hey, you got some on your head too. A lot of them.
That's cute.
Hey, don't laugh.
We both burst out laughing, covered in flowers. I had no idea what was so funny, but seeing Levi laugh made me happier, making me laugh even more.
Man, I laughed way too much. Over something so stupid, too.
After we both brushed off the flower decorations from our heads and shoulders, we took a little break. Once we finished sewing them all into flowers, let's do it again, Levi.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought about going to pick up all the scattered flowers, but I sensed Levi's gaze. What's the matter?
Hold on.
Levi looked at the flower decorations on the floor and picked up a white one. He took a half-sewn flower petal and dropped it on my hair. It looked like a white flower crown.
I knew it, Jed. It looks good on you.
How am I supposed to react to that? To be honest, it made me feel happy because I was like a normal girl who liked hair accessories. Of course, I wouldn't say that out loud.
Thanks. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
You know, I made this flower.
Don't say that. The flowers you made look better. Mine are all messed up.
We both started to laugh again. Right when we were about to pick up the flowers on the floor, Francisca came in the door. I felt an abnormal sense of rage from behind. Levi, you?
Mother!
Francisca! Levi didn't do this, it was me! I thought I told you to make the flower decorations. What's the meaning of this? It was like a fierce lightning bolt struck. Francisca's angry voice echoed through the living room.
I had to endure a lecture from her with Levi. I'm glad to see that Levi seems to feel better. I guess that's something to be happy about. Getting yelled at with Levi felt like we were back to how we were before. But I only thought that during the first minutes into the lecture. After that, I'm like, when is this lecture gonna be over? Francisca, why you gotta be so mean? We were just having a little bit of fun. Oh, it's so cold. I entered the manor with the wind still blowing behind me. I wonder if anyone's home. If Francisca's here, I can warm up while talking with her. While I was thinking that, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Oh, hold on a second, guys. Felt like there was something in my throat. Okay, I'm good. Oh, Lavon, you're here today?
Yeah, I'll be going out when the fog is out, though. Are you shivering?
Am I? I was working outside all day and it was so cold. Oh, is Francisca here?
I don't know. Anyway, let me get you something warm to drink.
Oh, that'd be great.
Mother seems to be out. Was there something you needed to talk to her about?
Okay, she left the mansion, good to know. It's okay if she's not here, but can you let me stay and warm up a bit?
Of course.
I warmed myself in front of the fireplace while Lavon brought me some warm tea. Ah, tea. You're a tea guy, eh? Okay, alright. My chilled body was warmed to the core. I felt so rejuvenated. Thanks. It seems like I was feeling much colder than I initially thought.
It's good to be diligent, but don't overwork yourself.
Yes, I know. Lavon sat in front of the fireplace like me, and we both drank our tea. Doing this makes it feel like I'm back home.
Yeah. You know, you can come back at any time.
If things ever get too tough, I will. I'm happy that you still welcome me without hesitation. I was able to say that because I had no intention of returning. Lavon responded with a slight smile, so I was sure he knew. The firewood crackled in the fireplace as Lavon and I continued our small talk.
The masquerade is coming up soon. Did you find what you're looking for?
No, not yet. Time is limited, but I'm trying my best.
I was hoping to give you some info if I had any.
Yeah, thank you anyway. I'm just happy you're willing to help. That gulp. I gulped down the rest of the tea. Not only was it warming, it smelled and tasted great too. That was good. Ah, but...
What?
I wish I warmed up my hands first. My fingers are still freezing. My ice-cold fingertips were being thawed by the warmth of the tea, but I had drank it all before it got cold. I rubbed my hands together and held them in front of the fireplace, but I couldn't get them to warm very quickly. Oh, what's a girl to do? If only someone would hold my hands. Yep,
Here, let me see.
Lavon leaned over and held my hand. That surprised me, but it felt strange for me to overreact to it.
You really are cold. Maybe you should take more breaks in between jobs. Oh, and you should buy warmer gloves or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Lavon's hand was big and warm. His strong hand wrapped around my fingers warmed them comfortably. It feels like we're holding hands. The gentle way he cupped my hand, caressing my fingers to look for any cold spots. It seemed like what lovers would do, but I'll pretend that's not what's happening. He's just warming me up. I tried to tell that to myself, but I wasn't convinced. Lavon, you have calluses here. Why? I glanced down and happened to see his hand, so I tried to take my mind off it.
Oh, this. I have a habit of gripping my sword in a strange way. My skin always hardens there.
Oh, really? But that proves you've been training hard.
Well, if you say so.
Lavon gave a small chuckle. What's wrong?
No, nothing. I was just wondering why you had a need to be nervous.
Shut up! Huh? I'm not nervous! Like you said, there's no need to be! I was obviously nervous as Lavon stared at my face. It was embarrassing because it felt like he saw right through me. My hands were warmed up, but Lavon still wouldn't let me go. Right when I said it was enough, I heard the voice of a maid from far away.
There are many letters for you again today, Master Lavon.
Ugh! I pulled my hand away upon hearing the voice. It may have looked unnatural, but it couldn't be helped. Thanks, maid. Came in clutch.
Letters?
Yes, from many ladies. You're always so popular.
Ooh, good timing on that. Like, yeah. There's some ladies that would like to go to the masquerade with you. You gonna take anyone, Lavon?
Do I need to see them now? Pardon? Never mind. I'll take them.
The man handed Lavon some letters and quickly left the room restlessly. I was having a moment with my girl. There seemed to be about 5 letters. Lavon opened them one at a time and read through them. Are those all from women?
A couple are for administrative matters. Only 3 are from women not on official business.
That means the majority were from women. I wonder how many he usually got. Are those what they'd call love letters?
I suppose so, but they all sound the same.
I made a wry smile at the sound of that. They all talked about liking Lavon, so of course they would sound the same. Do you reply back to each of them?
I do reply whenever I find the time.
So he did reply. Although it wasn't an out-of-the-ordinary response that made me nervous for some reason.
I only write short responses. There's no need to say anything more.
Oh really? I wondered how he responded. If he made the message so abrupt, was it really a reply worth sending?
You've never received love letters like this, have you?
He saw right through me, but when he said it so directly, it was annoying. No! I've gotten some before.
Really?
Not by letter, but I've been in love once. Or twice.
You have?
It felt like a light interrogation. I was sure he was just teasing me at this point. I have. I looked away when I said that, so it was obviously a lie.
Where are you looking?
I'm trying to remember it.
I get the feeling you've never had anything like that happen to you.
That's not true! I wonder when that was. I could hear Lavon chuckle. Ah, yes, that's right. I thought about coming up with a story to play it off, but before I could do so, Lavon's strong hand held up my chin.
Then things like this, too.
His eyes and face came close. Sir? What's going on? His smile paid no heed to my nervousness. We were so close, our breaths touched each other. Uh-huh. I couldn't tell what Lavon's intentions were, so I continued to lie. Well, of course.
Of course. Of course what?
I couldn't bear to listen to his whispers any longer, so I turned away to maintain some distance. Let me go. I didn't know what kind of expression Lavon was making right now, but he grabbed my arm and towered over me. He grabbed so firmly that it hurt. Oh no, oh no, oh... Okay, I said this in a couple comments in yesterday's video, But when we had the scene in the church with Lavon, where she was sleeping and he was like leaning over her, I was quiet for like a good few seconds because it just felt kind of wrong to me in a sense that there was something a little possessive about it. But I'm like, no, I'm probably overthinking things. I shouldn't talk about, I'm not going to mention it at this juncture because just because my Yandere Raider's going a little beep, 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 it's like very small, and I'll wait till something more happens. Well, I feel like something more has happened. The fact that he's like this jealous that he's grabbing as to hurt now, I'm like, I think he wants you for himself and doesn't want to share you with anybody at this point. So now my Yandere Raider's going a little bit stronger. Will this guy end up being a Yandere? I don't know. But I'm just saying, my Raider's going off a little bit, so we should keep an eye on him. Okay, nope, never mind. It's, nope, we've gone beyond. We've gone beyond. Is her legs open? Oh my god, wait, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. This is inappropriate. We went from wholesome flowers to this. Well, alright. I think my Yandere Raider's gone full at this point. Not off the charge, but it's like pretty full right now. Okay. He didn't say anything. He had knocked me down on the floor, but why wouldn't he say anything? Normally, when he jumped on me like this, normally, we'd laugh it off as an accident. Ha ha ha, that's so funny. He's hurting my arm. He held me down so tightly that I couldn't shake him off easily. Because our bodies were so different in size, when he held me down like this, I had no way of escaping. Escaping? Yeah, just look out for cages, girl. That's all I'll say. And maybe don't accept tea from him going forward. Two good things to look out for. I didn't understand what was going on anymore. What am I trying to escape from? Lavon and I grew up in this home like brothers. At least, that's what I thought. We were both men here, right? He was about to say something, but he closed his eyes and stopped. I didn't know what he wanted to say, but being so close in this position, I wouldn't be able to respond normally no matter what he said. You're hurting me. I could feel my face getting hotter. My heart was also racing. What should I do?
Haven't you also done something like this?
He seemed to choose his words carefully while looking at me with a heated gaze. Of course I haven't. At the very least, I wouldn't jump on someone like this.
I suppose so, in your case. Sorry about that.
Lavon finally stood up to release me. I stood up too and breathed a sigh of relief. You really surprised me, you know.
Sorry. Want to have another cup of tea?
Hell no, I need to go. No, I'm fine. Lavon's attitude suddenly reverted back to his usual self. Yep, no, I'm out. I'm out. I got the strange feeling that what he did wasn't a big deal to him. Yep, get out of there, girl. Do you always do these things to women?
Who knows? What do you think?
What? Don't answer my question with another question. Well, I guess I don't care. I feel embarrassed at what transpired, so I quickly fixed my clothes. I ran my fingers through my messed up hair and realized my heart was still pounding. I need to get back to work. Good luck with yours, Lavon.
Yeah. Have you warmed up enough already?
Yeah, I think so. My face and hands were far hotter than I imagined they'd be. I wondered if he said that knowingly, but Lavon saw me off with a smile. I've never fallen in love, so how would I know? I tried to remember the love letters Lavon was reading. Those letters were so long, so receiving a short reply would be too cruel. Would it be better to not let the other party get her hopes up if there was no chance of a relationship? Then what about the time when he held my hand and pushed me down? I didn't understand how he could do something like that so easily. Or could it be because he thought of me as a man in his family? No, I'll just tell you right now, it's a big negatory. Would he suddenly be unable to do what he did if he found out I was a woman? No, I think it happened because he knows you're a woman. Or would I understand it all once I fall in love? I mean, if you fall in love with a yandere, you probably come to some kind of understanding or acceptance or something. I had so many questions in mind as the cold wind blew me down the path away from the manor. That cold wind's doing the Lord's work today. The wind was especially cold today. I wanted to stay just a little bit longer in that warm room,